低等華狗出廣告資料，用納稅人啲錢出軌政府廣告。話呢兩個國家係垃圾，踢牌都。
Tunisia need to rack up the points and secure their first win in the tournament if they are to keep the pressure on the Cook Islands for qualification, having seen Uruguay take a step closer to the top 8. Well, Tunisia posed problems for Hong Kong and ran Italy close. American Samoa, their first ever visit to Hong Kong, may have been outplayed by both Italy and Hong Kong, but they certainly have not.
招低等華狗當田巴見到精彩就自卑到極度冇震撼就之餘，所有國家都可以話係垃圾。Hello, my friends， 點會垃圾 ？Hello, how are you, my friends？
It's now coming up to 9:30 in the morning here.
Hello, my friends， 點會垃圾？
Stadium and the official announcement has been made that the south stand is already full to capacity. So here come the teams. Tunisia on the left, led by Mohamed Garahali, and American Samoa by Felicia Ocassini. Very happy man he is. He met his wife Simeona on Facebook, and they now have a young son born prematurely earlier this month, Ocassini.
Hello, my friends.
A nation which places great emphasis on the family, American Samoa. This is the record of Tunisia so far. They lost by 19% to Hong Kong, but as I say, they posed the home favourites some problems and came closer to Italy. Just a 5-point margin. James Mbolambu from Fiji is our referee early morning. And I welcome Scott Hastings to the commentary box alongside myself, Wyn Griffith.
Good morning, Wyn, and good morning, viewers, wherever you are, taking in this world feed, watching at home, wherever you are, welcome, and hope you enjoy the action. Tunisia, I thought were a little bit unlucky yesterday. They'll fancy the chances to try and get some points on the board to American Samoa.
Yeah, it's a team that we don't see very often on the international stage, Scott. And like many of the teams here, if they were given greater exposure, I'm sure their game would develop. And I'm reminded that they did beat South Africa here in the Rugby World Cup sevens back in 2005, and 1 or 2 of these players were present that day.
Yeah. So it just goes to show the experience that they actually do have, the longevity within the sevens game. And speaking to them in the team hotel, you know, all these guys are semi-professional, professional rugby players. A couple of them applying their training in France, and you know, they have some outstanding qualities. Keep an eye for that flying winger, number 7, Chadi Jabri. And if he gets the ball, I fancy him having a go and length of the pitch run.
Yeah, he's the go-to man, as they say. And Tunisia were beaten quarter-finalists here in the qualifying competition 12 months ago. And have not played on the World Circuit event since George in 2009.
Well, we're going to see a few knock-ons today. There was a shower about half an hour ago, came tumbling down. They've stuck the floodlights on, and suddenly it's all cleared, and the sun's trying to break through as well. And very hot, humid conditions here, so it is going to be a factor as the day unfolds.
American Samoa have an opportunity through their captain Ocassini out to Ryan Paanga. Oh, lovely step from the number 4. Will this be the first try? Well,
He was over the line.
He was over the line. My goodness me. No, he'll be annoyed with himself.
Well, we talked about Chadi Jabri's attacking skills. His defence wasn't like, he's over the line. He could have just dotted it down. He gave the pass. And Ryan Paanga, oh, look at him, had the wry smile, the disappointment. Yeah, he let that one slip.
They are one of many representatives of the Nu'uli Rugby Club.
Set.
On the islands of American Samoa. So a let-off for Tunisia early on. I often see teams kicking possession away, but that kick was meant for Chadi Jabri. Back there is Paanga. He's not quite sharp with ball in hand, but a little inexperience is showing perhaps. Good take there by Ken Varkey. And here come the American Samoan through Joe Poyer. Still there. Come off. The last pass not going to hand. Yeah.
third knock-on throughout this this particular match. An injury there, but it was super play, wasn't it? By Panga to take the kick from Tunisia, the kick downfield. Did very, very well. Thankfully, the American Samoa player, Lucky, is he's restored, but there's another one down in silver.
That's what the hit came in. Tavita Silva, he has an interesting story to tell as well. He survived a massive earthquake and tsunami in 2009 while he was watching the giant waves near his home. They took away villages and factories. He was swept up a hill while still in his pickup truck, and ended jumping out of the truck and clinging onto a tree branch. And he needs a little assistance clinging on to the seconds here to take him off the field of play. It's a sad sight for any rugby player. Tavita Silva. All these American Samoan players have an interesting tale to tell. Can I refer you to the Samoa News website? Fantastic stories, all well written by Falaniko Victorio, and I thank him again for his contribution, which has been appreciated here in the commentary box, that's for sure. The profiles of these young men, local heroes, one and all. Chemsedine Khalifa to Chadi Jabri, up to the 10-metre line.
Wrong entry. Limit 10 meters.
6, 7, 8,
Tunisia, well, the passing motion was pretty crisp. What a possible Khalifa. He scored a try in the opening matches against Hong Kong and Italy. Item Shelley, very experienced, as is this guy, Nishmadine Khalifa. Well, making heavy weather of this. Chadi Jabri, a lovely step and out to the tackle. Chadi Jabri, fast, quick, recalled to the side and claiming the opening score.
Yeah, we talked about his pace win at the head of the game. It was a bit of a poor pass here. It went behind the man, but Jabri had enough pace. Look at that. Going outside that Niki Katalua. Clear. But I remember seeing this guy in the Rugby World Cup Sevens out in Moscow, and they didn't stick him on at the start. They brought him on off the bench, and I was wondering, hang on a second, it's your fastest player, use him. And he started every game here in Hong Kong.
That's a welcome addition of another 2 points. The conversion is successful, and Tunisia lead American Samoa by 7-0.
Make sure they're behind one.
Chemsedine Khalifa, another 3 brothers in this Tunisian squad. Lovely work there. Also, Acid.
Long ball 1.
Goes to ground just outside the American Samoan 22.
Long ball 1.
Known as the Talavalu. The American Samoan squad, a change of direction. It's a good ploy. He laid the pass a little too long, perhaps. The important thing is it sounds that you retain possession. And that's another recent development, innovation, call it what you will. We've seen it very often applied by Ireland in particular on the international 15 stage, the choke tackle, Scott.
Yeah, and as our Southern Hemisphere colleagues, and in particular Willie Losey, says the stack doesn't quite maybe explain the whole situation, but crouch. The fact is that the player is held up off the ground, and as a result they can't recycle possession, so possession goes back to Tunisia.
1, 2. I see my children.
Nishmadine Khalifa finds support from Mohamed Gara Ali, his captain, one of a handful of players playing for the Napolitan club in Tunis. The handoff from Utencelli. Compien. As do 3 or 4 of the squad players. The build-up again, releasing Chadi Jabri. Just watch the feet. Pressure goes from American Samoa. They'll get the advantage here for the knock-on.
1 second, I see my children is
A close game as we approach the break. American Samoa had their chances, and then better than that, which fell to Ryan Patanga early on.
I just feel that Tunisia are taking the ball far too much into the contact and not using the ball wide, using that pace out wide of Chadi Jabri and also out there Chibs and Dean Khalifa as well. You know, they've got good skills, good experience, and they just kept ball in the try to attack Samoa for me, American Samoa, down the middle channels rather than spreading the ball.
1
And to cook Vaki. Good work there. Against from the Marist Pango Club.
2 3 4 5
Forward pass.
Final pass was forward. The Huta has gone, and James Mbolambi calls time on the opening 7 minutes, wiping his brow as he does so. It's sultry, it's sweaty. And then Swoboda also finding it on the field of play. At the moment, Tunisia leads Samoa then by 7-0. American Samoa, that is, at half time.
Here we go. Action.
有作出廣告主要
Scrawled across their shirts. But those days are long gone. Now that one of the world's oldest pastimes has experienced a revival, launched by modern-day kingpin Tom Shannon and a string of bowling alley entertainment centers.